Okay, I'm sitting here talking with Markus Raty of Mombacho Cigars, and first of all, I just want to thank you for meeting with me. This is my first time in the Canadian heartland, and to be able to sit here and talk with Mombacho and Markus, one of the prime movers here. You're part owner, right?
Yeah, there's two of us, the two main partners. That's correct.
Okay. So to be able to be here first time in Canada, come here to Toronto and interview you, I'm happy. I'm happy as a clam. So thank you for meeting with me.
Well, thank you for your time and welcome to Toronto. We love welcoming our friends from the south and really happy to have you here.
Well, thank you. Much appreciated. Well, listen, we did an interview with you a couple of years ago. And in fact, Eddie did that interview. We published it in the Stogie Fresh Cigar Journal. We reviewed your cigars at that time. So, but for the people that haven't been listening to my weekly podcast for that long, let's cover a little bit of background.
Sure.
First of all, Canadian cigar company has to be pretty rare.
Pretty rare. Right? You are correct. There aren't many of us around.
So what brought you as a Canadian into this industry, and what do you feel like were the unique challenges in bringing in a new cigar company in Canada?
First of all, the origins of the business began with a backpacking trip. Backpacking through Central America, and we met a great cigar-making family in Granada, Nicaragua. We were there originally under different auspices, and my friend Cameron was taking Spanish lessons. Friend and partner Cameron Heaps was taking Spanish lessons in a school next door to the factory. Met a guy named Silvio Reyes and his family, and a wonderful relationship was born from there. That experience then, to fast forward, we had such a great experience with those cigars, the ambiance and that old world cigar experience, one of which I had never really had in Canada before or my travels, one that really resonated like that. We brought that back to our friends. We wanted to bring that back, and we wanted to emulate what we had down there with our friends and family in Toronto, and we did so. They went over really well. And so, subsequent to that, we went back to Nicaragua with a business plan. We had an idea was formed that we wanted to share this with more than our friends. We wanted to share with the world this great cigar experience we had that really transcended the product itself. It was about living life in the moment. So we went back down there. They remembered us. We struck up a deal to take that lovely blend they had there, that generational recipe, and we developed a brand called Mombacho. That would have been from seed, from idea to today, that was middle of 06, and 07 and 08 were development years, and then we launched in the middle of 08. Second part of your question was challenges with the Canadian, starting a cigar business in Canada. I'd say that if you lived on the moon and you were looking down at Earth and you wanted to start a cigar company somewhere on planet Earth, the last place you'd probably want to start is Toronto, Ontario. I'll tell you, but this is our backyard, this is where we live, this is where our friends and family were, so this is where we decided to do it. And the challenges were numerous, legislative, administrative, logistical, and certainly we do get lumped under the umbrella of the anti-tobacco movement, and that presents both challenges and opportunities to overcome those preconceived biases with truth.
Challenges you to find creative ways of positioning your brand and of selling your product.
Absolutely.
In this kind of a atmosphere, political atmosphere that we're in right now. I mean, it's not just here; it's all over the world. I mean, you go to even the cigar smoking nations. Castro stopped smoking cigars a while back for quote health reasons, and now He promotes the health side of the thing. I'm not saying this is a healthy occupation, but everything has risk. Walking down the street has a certain amount of risk. But if you smoke in moderation, just like if you drink in moderation,
Absolutely.
if you eat hamburgers in moderation, anything you do too much of is going to hurt you. In moderation, it can be part of the lifestyle that we like to live. It makes life worth living.
Absolutely, I couldn't agree with you more. And that moderation point is the same thing. If you have 6 steaks a day, you're going to have some problems. Or if you drink a 26 or something a day, and if you have 8-10 cigars a day, that may or may not have repercussions. We're in the business of providing an indulgence to people to commemorate special occasions, or the end of a hard day of work. And I'd also say that we like to say that, you know, we promote good health, we promote mental health, you know, and I think that cigar smoking can be good for people, good for the soul, and a lot of our customers and clients are in the rat race, working on Bay Street, working 90-hour weeks. And to be quite honest, they whenever we have these cigars, these Mombacho moments as we call them, they thank us for them, because that's an hour and a half that otherwise they would have been hurrying about their business. And I take away their blackberries for the hour and a half, and we chill out in the middle of the day downtown Toronto in our 47 Packard out front, or in our Unimog, you know, in our big German army truck, and we just watch the clouds float by and chill out. And so I think it's good for people as well.
Absolutely. Now your cigars are made in Nicaragua. Mm-hmm. What's the factory? And is this the same factory that now you're using now that you did at startup?
We originally partnered with a Nicaraguan cigar making family, the Reyes family, and they certainly showed us the ropes, and we had a wonderful period of time with them. Since subsequent to that, we have launched, or we've opened the doors on our own factory last November 2010, called Casa Mombacho. It's in the heart of Granada, on the main drag there, beautiful old colonial mansion, where the front half is a cigar factory. We have a giant walk-in humidor, fountains, tobacco gardens, rolling stations, and the back half of the house is a beautiful pool with second floor terrace overlooking it, a bunch of bedrooms. So we welcome our friends and family down there as well. Anyway, so that's Casa Mombacho, and we like to say that it's like the mother hen was the Reyes family, and now the birds have left the nest and are creating and spreading love of the leaf beyond the original doors.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So now is Casa Mombacho, is that open to the public? Is something that people can visit if they happen to be there?
Absolutely. We run tours there every day, 6 days a week, and we have a great, we've developed a great following quickly, and in fact we're the #1 tourist thing to do on TripAdvisor in Granada. So within the 3 or 4 months, we rose through the ranks of that publication, and because we like to engage people in a complete cigar experience, we show them a little bit about the tobacco. We have seedlings all the way to full plants, always there growing, so you can see really the entire process of a cigar from seed to smoke.
Nice.
And of course the environment's very, very friendly. It's not like a large cigar making factory. There's probably 8 or 10 people working there at any given time, so it's a lovely environment. We have a full bar there, and coffee and snacks, and so it's a cigar lounge and factory and full experience. We welcome everyone down there anytime.
Very, very nice. Now, for those people that aren't aware about Mombacho, can you tell us a little bit about the different blends that you have, sizes that you have, and so forth?
Okay. We currently, here in the North American market, only have this one size available, which is this 50 ring gauge by 5.5 inch cigar, and we call it the Mombacho Classico. And it's a very mild and smooth smoke. So we find that many of our customers are folks who have a palate for like a great house smoke, and we like to think that if someone's a 6 cigar a day kind of a guy, this would make a great breakfast or lunch cigar. Mm-hmm. For many of our customers, it's their standard cigar because they enjoy a milder smoke. Now, we do have at the factory in Nicaragua, we have a number of different vitolas there. We have a Torpedo, a Robusto, a Double Maduro, some Cigarillos. So we do have some different blends and different vitolas that are available there to clients and visitors down in Nicaragua. And as time goes on, we will be bringing them to market as well in the rest of the world. We just wanted to develop our brand equity first around a flagship product, and then move from there down the road. Mm-hmm.
This is an excellent size. I like this size. 5.5 by 50. That's a beautiful smoke. It's a little bit longer than a Robusto, a little bit shorter than a Toro.
Mm-hmm, that's right.
Just an excellent size, I think.